Mine is some uncertainty about the liquidity provision function in the system, especially during the time of crisis. So if the global or regional safety net can provide a liquidity provision function to the existing system, it can help the system as well as alleviating the so-called stigma impact of traditional safety nets, such as IMF program, for example. What I have in mind is some kind of digital version of IMF SDR, which can be programmed in advance so that they can actually provide liquidity automatically when the crisis happens if the recipient are eligible with a certain criteria. That can provide the liquidity as well as reducing the stigma impact that the traditional IMF program has. So all these kind of things, and actually many criteria that Ravi mentioned and President Lagarde mentioned will be we trying to incorporate in our next pilot.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. We all know this channel is shadow banned. Now, guys, in my Patreon, I keep you up to date with the New World Order events, and then also I give you the New World Order cryptos. But of course, you have to do your own research. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And guys, right now we have Bitcoin and cryptos moving up. We know like clockwork, we normally move up around the 4th and the 5th. And then also we have Dogecoin pumping. I'm going to go over that later on in the video. But we have Coinbase to offer faster transactions on derivatives exchange through partnership with infrastructure provider TNS. And guys, this is for the institutional traders. And we know while the mass is asleep, the NWO builds. And then we have Mike McGlone says Bitcoin is untouchable despite regulatory pressure. And guys, we know we do not transact in Bitcoin. we know the central banks took over crypto. That's the reason why stable coins are so important, because it's just tokenized fiat and it forces you to go through the banks for the on and off ramps. If we were transacting in Bitcoin, we wouldn't need the banks. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates which are being pushed down. We also have the dollar being pushed down, and we know that's great for the markets. Then we have volume, tether, and USDC. Now we have Brazilian bank BTG Pactual launches a new USD stablecoin through its blockchain platform Mint with its own custody. And like I stated, guys, stable coins are definitely the foundation. And we know these stable coins are going to be programmable along with CBDCs. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we have the Fed repo at 2.2 trillion. And we know that's another reason why stocks are down today. And then, of course, guys, we have the central banks raising rates and running off the balance sheet. So therefore, they can destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. Now, we know the central banks are going to start pausing one by one. We just had Australia come out and said they're going to pause. But we know the damage is already done. Remember, majority of Europe was in negative interest rates, and we know our Fed was sitting at 0. And now we're at about 5%, and they're going to stay there to cause damage to the global economy. But what do they come in with, guys? Distractions. We have Trump's indictment today. So while the masses are distracted, we know the central banks are moving the money in the back door, so therefore they can build the fourth industrial revolution. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget about Grayscale, sitting about $23.8 billion. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have Immunify report says that 73% of Q1 rug pulls happen on BNB chain. But we know on Binance, this is nothing new, but we know the attack is on Binance. So every narrative that's coming from the mainstream media is going to be negative because Binance represents the emerging markets. Now we have ton validators to receive single nominator smart contracts. Also, we have Liechtenstein VP Bank taps Medico to expand custody and tokenization services. So remember, guys, we know eventually these big banks want to custody these tokenized assets. They want to be the last one standing. Now we have European banks launch sustainable blockchain platform for digital bonds. And remember, guys, everything is going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And speaking of everything that's going to be tokenized, we have INX has launched its first securities token issued by a public company, Greenbrier. And guys, over this next year, year and a half, we're going to see tokenization speed up. And then lastly, guys, we have Elon Musk change his Twitter icon to Doge after seeking lawsuit dismissal. And of course, we have Dogecoin pumping, which we all know is called manipulation. But guys, this is all about adoption. We know Twitter is global, but then also, guys, we know the emerging markets are going to lead us in the fourth industrial revolution. So you're going to see the fall of America to Babylon along with the United States world reserve currency. The dollar is not going anywhere. It's going to lose a lot of its power. And of course, you're going to see the rise of China, the emerging markets, along with the BRICS nations and the Middle East rise with that digital yuan backed by that digital SDR. And remember, the crypto teacher told you and wrote about it a long time ago. Because he knows when it came to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids' books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID 33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.